Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary, and welcome to today's edition of 90 Day Oy Vey, the home of Kibitz and Yentas. And if you don't know what those terms means, the home of gossip and nosy bodies. So let's dive right in. So, first of all, we are on episode 2 of 90 Day Fiance the Other Way. What do you guys think so far? So we have Jenn, who I think is so far the wackadoodle of this season. Drop me a comment and let me know what you think. Okay, I think it's a toss up between Nicole, the one who hates Egypt but is moving back there, and this one. Okay, so first of all, Jenn just wants to clarify that Rishi is not comparing himself to Jesus, okay? It's just foreigners who just say that, they just comment that he looks like an Indian Jesus, like as in his appearance, resembling traditional depictions of Jesus, okay? So Jenn just wants to clarify that Rishi does not think that he looks like an Indian version of Jesus. Just foreigners compare him to Jesus, okay? And Jenn also needs an assistant. She didn't realize when she signed up for this 90-day stuff how overwhelming the social media could be, guys. So if you would like to be Jenn's unpaid, emphasis on the unpaid assistant, send her an email. Hey, it could be great for your resume. If you don't have anything to do and you want to be her unpaid assistant, hit her up. So, like Jenn says, her picker has been off before. And thank goodness she has her friends Myra and Randy to rip her a new one before she went to India. Not like she listened to them anyway. I mean, she only listens to her inner voice, like a lot of people that I deal with in my real life, unfortunately. You could advise them until you're blue in the face, and they still listen to their inner voice. And like Jenn admits herself, her picker is off, and she goes to India anyway. But at least she has her friends, Myra and Randy, to pick her up and dust her off, which I have a feeling they may be doing that for her. Moving on to other cast members of The Other Way, we have Danielle lounging on the beach, doing her beach life thing, and it looks like she is making a living down there in the Dominican Republic because last night during the episode on Sunday night, 3 of you guys signed up for her February retreat. She is doing her yoga retreats down there, and it seems like she is making a living. So, hey, she is manifesting her paradise beach life. And now we're moving on to Jamie and Chris. Another train wreck. Hey, why don't we all move to Colombia and marry somebody 9 days after we moved there? Someone we never met. Someone that we have disappeared on 3 times, and this person started talking to someone else during our disappearances. I mean, this whole thing sounds like a true crime mystery. I mean, not a love story. Come on, guys. So Jamie took to the gram, and she did a little question and answer sesh. It was a mutual agreement for both of them to be on the show. And of course, she's not going to tell you guys if they're still on the show. We're only on episode 2. Please, what kind of question was that? And just to remember, their story is just beginning. Even though her hairstylist thinks she's crazy, their story is just beginning. We're only on episode 2, guys. No spoilers. Now, moving on to other 90 Day Fiancé stories. I'm sure you guys have seen this. There has been a lot of things going on between Kelly and Olivia. Molly's ex Kelly and Molly's daughter, Olivia. You need to go to wordonthestreetreality.com and read the story that I wrote. Um, on the left here, you see a message that Olivia sent to Molly. I'm sorry, Olivia sent to Kelly, and Kelly posted to his Instagram story. On the right, you see some comments that Olivia made on a Instagram post about Kelly choke slamming her and, physically abusing her. Go please check out my story on wordonthestreetreality.com for all the details and to hear both sides. More importantly, to hear both sides of the story. And just remember, Olivia has had a troubled past with Molly, and she was charged with battery against her mother back in I believe it was 2020. Yes, it was back in 2020. She was charged with battery against her mother. She has had, lots of drama with her mother in the past. So just wanted to put that out there that Olivia has had some drama in the past. Please go check out my article, wordonthestreetreality.com, to get all the backstory, to familiarize yourselves with it, and just to hear both sides of the story. Drop me a comment once you do on my site and let me know what you think. So Cynthia posted some, Cynthia's been posting inspirational messages to her stories, and she posted this. And you know something? I totally agree with her. My biggest accomplishment in life will never be money. It will be who I raised. And that I totally agree with. And healing is not an overnight process. It does take time. And, lies are like cockroaches. For everyone you discover, many more are hidden. And also, I want to put out on the behalf of Brianna and I our deepest condolences to Cynthia. Yesterday, her biological father passed away. And I just want to, give Cynthia our deepest condolences. And Kelly hanging out with his dogs. It's their world, and he's just in it. And I feel him because it's my cat's world, and I just exist to feed her and change her cat litter. So, I feel you, Kelly. We just exist for the pets. And moving on to some happily ever after cast members, we have Libby with Ellie, and it was baby Winston's checkup day yesterday. And he is, he's a cute little boy. He looks just like Andre, I believe. Spitting image of Andre. And speaking of the family Libby, because I swear to this day they are trying to get the family Chantel like spinoff. Josh and Jenn were spotted hanging out again. Well, actually, Josh posted it to his Instagram story. So, and he tagged Jenn. And this is not the first time they were, hanging out. Check out my story on wordonthestreetreality.com. I mean, I'm sorry. They weren't hanging out. They were flirting. They were social media flirting. So, are they dating? Are they not dating? Check out my story on wordonthestreetreality.com for all of the backstory. And I don't know. I think it's just clout chasing. That's my personal opinion. Because do you take your sister out on a date with you? Becky was there that night. If this was a romantic date, if they were truly dating, would your sister be hanging out with you? Would you be taking selfies in the bathroom with your sister? Just saying. I think they just want to hold on to relevancy by their fingernails. And it's the way to do it. I'm talking about them. There's a bunch of articles out there about them. And hey, they accomplished their mission. And one thing we know, Josh will always have a permanent date in his life, his adorable daughter. And one thing I will admit, Josh is a whole snack. So, hey, the more exposure for him, I guess, the better. And speaking of other adult children from the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, we have Jamal, Kimberly's son, and Christina, Jenny's daughter. And I would a serious broken heart. And on a serious note, Kiki and Kibbitz praying for Turkey. Our hearts goes out to the victims. I mean, I was watching the news this morning, and the images truly heartbroken. So we have Amanda and Marcel. She posted to her story, they're praying for Turkey. She posted some ways you can help, and thankfully, Marcel's family is safe. I mean, 7.7 magnitude earthquake, guys. The images were just heartbreaking. I mean, it's freezing, the snow. It's just so hearts, prayers, all that. Now, in today's edition of 90 Day WTF, we have Jimena, and it seems like Jimena is filming. And yeah, what is going on with you, Jimena? And that's all I have to say. What is up with you, Jimena? And we have Love in Paradise's Ariana with her nails, which inspired my manicure. Don't know if you guys can see it. And adorable Odin hanging out with a horse. And we have Daniel hanging out with Amber. And this fish with this rice and the empanadas. Oh my goodness. I want some. And speaking of food, Miona and Jabri wants to remind everybody that the best food in the world is Balkan and Serbian food. So please order Balkan and Serbian food whenever you can, because Miona and Jabri asked you to. And whatever this is that Armando got on the right, oh my goodness, I want it. I want it. I want all the foods, honestly. I really do. Sinjin is available for Valentine's Day cameos. And Natalie is looking stranger and stranger by the moment. And Laura Jahali is tired, and I feel her. Mama Debbie's Tony is getting new ink. I really like this relationship from Mama Debbie. I think Tony and Debbie, soulmates, and they are going to ride it out to the end. Speaking of ink, we have Josh Cedar. I'm sorry, Josh Sider. Josh Sider and I sat down for a talk. Please, guys, you need to check out this interview. It was very interesting, if I may say so myself. If you don't know who Josh Sider is, he is the serial DMer who has been linked to Yolanda, Carini, and Big Ed's ex-fiancee, Rose. Check out the interview. When I posted to my Instagram page my little promo clip directing people to the interview, Kenny jokingly commented, should I check my DMs? And Josh commented back, yes. And Josh is still in my DMs. So please make it all worth it and check out my interview with him and drop a comment on my interview and let me know what you think. And I just wanted to close out this edition of Oy Vey with another inspirational message from Cynthia. It all comes out in the wash. And like her dear Aunt Sandra always says to her, those are very wise words to remember because it all does come out in the wash, and whatever happens in the dark does come to light eventually. Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Please hit that like button. Check out my publication, wordonthestreetreality.com, for all the 90 Day Fiancé and Love After Lockup tea that you know you need. And please share my video with a friend or 10. That will make me so, so happy. Thank you so much. Bye.